Hey, welcome back to DieCash Cars. So today, guys, we are going to be talking about my favorite forum to pick up Hot Wheels, and that is, of course, eBay, or a lot of you guys call it Feebay or Evil Bay. You guys know my stance. I love eBay. It has saved me time and time again, whether it's saving me gas, it's saving me from missing out on some awesome releases. So I personally, guys, call it Angel Bay because, again, it saved me through and through my entire collecting journey. But I will say that with all the good, there's definitely a lot of bad you need to weed through within eBay. And as of late, guys, I don't know if maybe just because I've been looking a little bit more closely at listings, but there's been a lot of rotten listings as of late. So today I wanted to do a PSA to give you guys 3 tips what not to look for on eBay to help you navigate the site so that you're only directed towards the good deals. And the first one that I want to bring up to you guys is anything along the lines of errors. And we all know that errors are definitely a possibility out of the Hot Wheels and Mattel factories. Anything from tampo errors, tampo slides, missing tampos, the wrong wheels, the wrong cars. But sometimes listings, they're just way too suspicious. So take this carculture diorama set, JDM garage is, I feel like, what a lot of people call this set. And the key note car is that 91 Nissan Sentra, the first time we've seen this car ever from the Hot Wheels lineup. And as I was combing through eBay, I saw a listing for this diorama set with the buy it now price of $55, which is essentially double retail, right? Because retail's what, $27, $28? So someone was trying to cash out with this. But the odd thing was, the marketing scheme was that this Nissan Sentra full premium was swapped out with a Nissan Z, the 400Z, just a straight mainline, not even a premium. But the seller was doing anything and everything, showing images of the tape and the rubber bands on the inside to just basically convince someone that yes, this was truly a one-off factory error. I do not believe the images. I mean, if you look at the exact location underneath where the Nissan Sentra would be and where now the Nissan Z is, you can see that there's some discoloration with the tape. You could see that the tabs have been moved and shifted. There is a slight crease line, so you know it's been tampered with. I mean, if you just compare the tabs where the Nissan Z is versus where the Civic and the Celica are, I mean, it's clear as day that there's a lot more gap around those tabs, meaning that it's been moved, meaning that, again, something suspicious has happened and it's not what this seller is trying to market. On top of that, I mean, eBay, guys, you guys have this listed down as a sponsored listing when you go and search error Hot Wheel dioramas. I mean, I understand you guys don't have the infrastructure to weed out some of these listings, but man, we got to do something about that because, again, whoever this seller is, they're getting a lot of credibility that this is in fact an error, which it clearly is not. I mean, if you guys want to see what a true diorama set error looks like, here is Exhibit A, guys. I mean, look at this. I actually found this a couple days ago at my Walmart. This is the Rally set. So you got the MG Metro, you got the Delta Integrale, the Rally Hauler, and the RS200. So I was looking for this set. I saw that it was starting to hit the stores, and to my surprise, this is what I saw. It looked like there was an earthquake at this rally event because this van basically just fell right off of its chassis. But in reality, guys, what it was is that the van is actually unspun. You can see that the rivet right there, it's not been stamped down, so it was not connected to that base. And then once this thing got handled and shipped around, you can see the interior is way over here, the windshield is everywhere, and yeah, this is how it looks like on shelf. So it's pretty intrigued to see this, and I knew I had to pick it up just because of the sheer awkwardness of this error. Because I mean, how often do you see premiums that have riveting issues like this, let alone a complete diorama set? So again, on top of being just cool castings, a cool diorama set, it's an error. This I feel like is really one-off. This I feel like I could probably list on eBay for a price higher than retail. I don't know if I would consider it $55 worth of an error, but definitely more deserving than what that other error that is listed on eBay right now. And another type of Hot Wheels error that I feel like gets taken advantage of quite too often on eBay is tampo errors. So something as minimal as seeing this tiny little paint chip on the rear end of this Momo Datsun 510 is a tampo error, and I should be able to charge $20 or something like this. Or an error in the wheels if they are missized or mixed up from a different kind of wheel, or in this case you can see that the wheel is just pushed up into the fender, so I'm guessing there's probably a bent axle. This is, on eBay standards, a $50 error, which is definitely not something that, from a collector side of things, you guys should really be paying much attention to. I mean, they're gonna pop up, they're gonna be on eBay, but you can unconsciously just keep swiping and skip those listings because they're just folks trying to get attention, trying to make an easy dollar with something that is, for the most part, really just bad quality from Mattel. The other area you guys will need to watch out for on eBay is anything search with the word super followed by the word custom. And a perfect example for you guys know I really do enjoy this casting. This is the Chevy Camaro 1968 custom. Looks really good. New model for 2023 here. But far too often do you see, as you are scrolling through eBay, the sheer amount of listings for mainlines just like this with a simple wheel swap, and they are labeled as supers, but then again custom super. So it kind of negates the power that we associate the word super does to Hot Wheels. And essentially super customs translates into wheel swap. That's essentially what it is. So basically taking a $1 mainline just like this, and you can see I've already pre-drilled out the rivets here. It took me essentially 10 seconds. I can open up the car, I can take out the plastic wheels, I can take my set of Real Riders that I got from my Hot Wheels Real Rider set, which I picked this up off the Mattel Creations website, and it's actually still available for about $15 to $20. Sometimes you can even catch them on sale. I throw my Real Riders on, close up the car, custom 68 Camaro with, I for this swap I chose the Ferrari 5 stars, and I did a little lip detail in yellow just to match the tampos. And just like that, this would cost $20 on eBay. You guys saw me make all those changes and adjustments, swap the wheels and all that. It took me about 5 minutes tops. And people are listing this up for $20 on eBay, guys. So again, if you guys are true collectors and you appreciate a nice wheel swap, it pays to just learn how to do it. I have my own video on how to do a perfect wheel swap right here, so definitely check out that video within all of my featured video listings. And yeah, you guys will see how you can do perfect wheel swaps like this for yourself on a budget with main lines, with real riders that are a dime a dozen out there. And it will never cost you more than $5 to $6 and maybe 5 minutes of your time. It's just so much more satisfying than picking it off of eBay for the $20 price tags, which is just absurd, guys. I mean, technically, I guess you can say that you're paying for that labor that those folks are putting into these custom super wheel swaps, but to me, guys, it's just not worth it. And the last tip I have for you guys is to make sure that you check your seller's credentials before you hit that buy it now button or make those bids. And what spurred this on is that about a week ago, I saw a listing for a Hot Wheels Datsun 510 Bluebird, the John Mortensen BRE 510, so famous, so iconic, and it wasn't just this premium version, it was the actual Spectra Flame Red RLC version. Right now, secondary market listing for anywhere from $800 to $900 and selling for such as well too. And this individual was selling that RLC BRE Datsun 510 for $700 or best offer. And within an hour, it sold. The price got crossed out. We don't know how much it sold for, but if it was listed for $700 and a best offer was accepted, it was sold maybe within a $600 to $650 price point, which is super low for what that car should be selling for. I mean, current secondary market price right now, it's listing for nothing less than $800. So again, to see one sell on eBay of all places at about $600 is unreal, guys. And I personally will say that yes, I almost hit that bin button as well. I almost bought it now the second I saw that posting pop up on eBay. But again, I go back to that simple saying, if it's too good to be true, it must not be. And when I looked at the seller's feedback, they had about 40 or 50 feedback scored through eBay. They had 0 other items listed. And although they had 100% buyer seller feedback, if you go and look at the feedback, this individual was more often than not just a buyer, and the super telltale sign to me that this had to be a scam, or at least you should be suspicious about this posting, is that all of the feedback for this individual seller were all the same. Literally copy and pasted comments telling that the seller or the buyer was good and that they would repeat business. I mean, literally copy and pasted the same comment over and over, and that just drew all kinds of red flags. And it wasn't all within a short period of time. I mean, this was the same comment that was given to this individual over the course of 1 month, 6 months, and a year, even beyond a year. Alright, so me personally, I use eBay to do both buying and selling. If you look at my feedback, it varies from person to person. Buyers and sellers have given me feedback, and none of them provide the same exact copy and pasted feedback. So alarm bells going off in my head left and right. It could not be true that this seller and this listing was legit, guys. And I personally wouldn't be surprised if this seller just disappears off the face of the earth. The $600 or so that was offered for this listing, I'm guessing it's just going to sit in limbo for the time being, and there's probably going to be a PayPal dispute about it. And that is the beauty about eBay and PayPal, is that you do have the buyer's guarantee. You know, you get your satisfaction. If you don't get what you want, you get your money back, right? But there are so many hoops that eBay and PayPal make you jump through in order to get your funds back. I've been on that end before, and I'm telling you guys, it's not fun. I mean, I sit there for about a month and a half sending emails, sending pictures, talking to eBay representatives. Meanwhile, the seller of the item just disappears, doesn't respond. They probably run away to Mexico with the money by now. and eBay and PayPal are still trying to figure out what's the right thing to do. So let me know. Maybe you guys are the buyer, maybe you are the seller. Please tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that I'm thinking way too much and that this whole entire transaction was legit. But that's what I got for you guys today. Just wanted to go through 3 areas of eBay that you should steer clear of. Make sure you don't fall into those traps, whether it's getting faulty errors or halfway done wheel swaps that are considered supers, or if it's shady sellers just trying to run away with your money as fast as they can to the Canadian border. But let me know what your experiences have been on eBay. Again, it's not all bad, but you just gotta know what listings to avoid altogether. Like and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you guys next time on DieCash Cars.